got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator. The Blue Hens will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Dukes offense comes onto the field first today. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Ellis. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Dukes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Delaware's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Smith dropping to pass. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got a man, it's Lewis. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll try to sneak it. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load. Chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. It'll be 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll call for the fair catch here as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires left. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Pfeiffer. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He leaves it with his back. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Dukes look to keep this drive humming. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Pfeiffer. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The play action fake. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Try to barge their way in. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. Touch pass on the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Blue Hens really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete on the right side. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Pfeiffer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Dukes are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Give to the back. Jukes his way for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Now he's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Pfeiffer. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellis. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Dukes are threatening on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 9 to UTSA.
Running to Green. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Smith wants to throw. Pucks it out of the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Running behind that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. 2nd down coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Smith dropping to pass. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On target over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Delaware! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Catch in the middle, it's Ellis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Fires to the tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. He'll try to pop the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Across the 35.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd down.
Handoff from the gun. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Dukes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Smith dropping to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Caught behind the line. It's Ellis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. It's Ellis.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Smith wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble. Got the first himself. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Blue Hens want to crank the tempo.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got him. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Smith dropping to pass. They're working that left side. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And they'll take a knee.
With the knee right now, you get to erase last week's loss. Started off 0-1. Nice job bouncing back. Victory formation in game 2, getting their first win.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stinks. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.